Today's podcast is sponsored by King's Cleaning Solutions. King's offers carpet cleaning, tile and grout cleaning, upholstery cleaning, natural stone maintenance, area rug cleaning, and hardwood floor cleaning in Kokomo and its surrounding areas. Contact them today for all of your cleaning needs.
Welcome to another edition of The Lamp. I'm Pat Munsey, publisher of the Kokomo Lantern, and today I have with me Tony Budenz, the marketing guru at the Kokomo Family YMCA, and we're going to talk about one of my favorite things growing up, Camp Tycony Summer Camp that the YMCA sponsors. Tony, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
I want to preface this that I am a two-time veteran of this camp. I was in Camp Tiny Tot.
Nice.
Which I don't know how long that lasted, but it was sometime in the 1970s. Anyway, and then there was also Camp Tycony. I think I had my mustard-colored Camp Tycony shirt. I think I kept that until I physically could not fit in it anymore. I slept in it. I played in it. It was great. I loved Camp Tycony. And last week, I got a chance to tour the facility, and the first time in almost 40 years. And the memories knocked me down. I couldn't believe it. The first time I saw the pond in 40 years, and I froze. Oh my gosh, I remember canoeing on that pond. I remember walking around that pond. And what's that behind it? There's Dead Man's Hill. I remember spending the night on Dead Man's Hill at the end of the first week of camp, and how difficult it was to climb, and how scary it was to sleep, and the ghost stories we told, and the big field on the far west end where we played kickball and all kinds of fun. It was wonderful. I mean, I reconnected with that little kid inside me. I can't imagine how those kids feel today because there's so much more on offer at the camp. Tell me a little bit about how this camp has grown over the last few years and what you're particularly proud of.
Well, it's we average about 130 kids per week. Wow, that's a cap, so that's a lot of kids getting those same experiences, and hopefully, like keeping their T-shirts and sleeping in them later, But so we kicked off, last week, and it's just been it's exciting to see because we have all kids with different interests, and some are nervous, some are veterans. It's their second year, so they're taking other kids under their wing. It's exactly what you want it to be in the terms of them making friendships and memories. And then you go to the things like you talked about. We still have some of those classics, the kickball stuff at the sports field. Dead Man's Hill is still a big deal. Sandy Beach, those things are staples. But we've added a human foosball game.
Yes.
We've increased our Gaga pit, which is a big hit with them. We do campfire cooking. So the kids get a lot of experience. They get outdoors, which we all know is like very important these days because they didn't grow up in our generation where you stayed outdoors all summer.
All summer.
Yes. So all of that stuff, is really great. And like you said, you paused at the pond because it was like you're kind of going back in time. And I think we forget that sometimes that that feels like a forest to a kid. It's magical. Even at the Y, like when you come in and you're playing basketball, like we've had kids tell us, that it feels like I'm at playing in the NBA. We take it for granted because it's a basketball court.
Right. Exactly.
But the magic mind of a kid is a great thing. So back to your point with the other projects and things like that, it's like we're trying to still increase that experience and expand it even beyond the summer. So we do have some projects at hand.
Sure. I saw you've got archery like you've had for years, which was really cool. I was told that you're going to introduce some slingshot work this summer, which is new this year. And then you also have air rifles, which is relatively new as well. So if you're into the shooting activities, you have certified trainers in all three aspects. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yeah. And they had to be certified. We have a big safety first policy. Back in the day, I think they were shooting real guns. I'm not kidding. I think there was
I'm not going to make any comment on that.
Yeah. But times have changed, and so we have these trained camp counselors that are awesome with that, and they're honing their skills. It's fun. Even like when we go down there, we want to shoot the bow and arrows just to kind of challenge each other.
Absolutely.
So
it's of the three, I think that's my favorite is the archery because it's it's so uncertain, and it's a different skill set, and it's really rewarding when you hit.
Absolutely, you know? Yes. Yeah, it's not so rewarding when it flies over the
or
enclosure.
you've dropped the arrow again, and oh wait, what was that? That hurt on my arm. You know,
exactly.
All kinds of things. Yeah. But it was amazing to walk through and see those type of things, and see how you've refinished the lodge. Yes. You've got new flooring, and I don't know if the ceiling is different.
Ceiling's different over the last 5 to 10 years, but yeah, everything's been redone. It's a really, not to sound too markety right now, but we started renting it out as well for like weddings and reunions and
that makes sense. I mean, you've expanded the kitchen up there too.
Exactly. Yes. So it's a really great venue for that kind of stuff, but it all comes back to summer camp. So it's still a good place for the kids to get inside when it's rainy. A lot of kids are conditioned to be in the air conditioning, so they have to pause and get in there for a little bit just to cool down.
So, yes.
Yeah, but it is a very nice facility, and we've held several things out there. So that's also an option for families to do.
Sure. Now this camp, we're in the middle of week 2, which is sold out full.
Yes.
You're going 9 weeks total. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah.
So we still have 7 more weeks in the season, and you can sign up anytime. The sign-ups are still available now, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, as long as the week is open.
Yeah. As long as it hasn't been capped, you can sign up, and you can. I think sometimes it's a confusion because it's called summer camp, so people think I'm sending my kid for the summer.
Right.
And you can just do 1 week, and you can go on to camptycony.com and look at what the theme weeks are, and some are more popular than others. Like H2O is Water Week, and I think we have maybe 13 spots left on that at the moment. And some are new, so people don't know exactly what they are, but there's descriptions, and any week would really be a fun week for a kid, in my opinion.
So these themes are drastically different than a traditional experience.
Yes.
You have all the things that the campus always offered, but these theme weeks introduce a real twist. And you mentioned the Water Week, the H2O. That's a lot of water guns and water play. But what are some of the other really kind of unique themed weeks we've got there?
I think they're doing a party in the USA. I don't know why my mind's blanking on this one, but there is one where I think it's Back to the Future, where they do like a different decade each day of the week.
All right. Isn't there one that gets really messy? Is there like a slimy week or something?
That's the one that's sold out. Yeah, that's our Nickelodeon week.
Okay, that was already sold out. Sorry.
Yeah.
Or congratulations to the 130 they're going to make that one.
Exactly. Yeah.
And this is what, ages 5 to 14, right?
Yes.
So and they can experience the same things, but you do separate them out by age, so you don't have 14-year-olds running over 5-year-olds to get the next exhibit. So it's a safe and age-appropriate separation there.
Yeah.
And I saw some of your counselors, they looked like they were campers themselves at one point.
Yeah. We have kind of like a feeder system with that, where it was like leaders in training. And so, when you get to a certain age, you can start kind of developing to be a counselor if you want. So now you're spending your summers out there and getting paid, and you're helping the other kids. And yeah, we have a few of those that are definitely have been campers, and they've returned every year.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things I also noticed is there are parts of the camp that are showing their age a little bit, and there are parts of the camp that look like they're under construction. It definitely looks like a place where someone could step up and help.
Absolutely.
One of the things that I got shown when I was there last week was they've got a bunch of playground equipment that was donated to them, and it was the playground equipment that was once in Summers Park in Midtown Kokomo, which they've got a great new display. If you haven't been to Summers Park, go take a look. It's cool. But the stuff that used to be there, which was pretty cool in and of itself, now belongs to the YMCA, and it's out there at the campground, but they need to have it installed.
Yes. So that's a great volunteer opportunity when we get ready to assemble that. We've had companies loan us their employees for a day and come out and help us, and that's been great. Star Plus just did it when we before we started. They helped come up and clean. So yeah, that equipment and our playground it was needing redone anyway. So we were kind of on the fence about what we were going to do there, and it was a great thing to acquire that. And then we have like post-camp cleanup is a big deal. We need volunteers for that. But you mentioned other things that are coming, and our nature center is our big focus right now. So that building, when you pull in on the right, that used to kind of be a house. It's under construction to be a nature center that we're hoping to open up by fall. And we've already had some things donated, like taxidermy-wise, because we want kids to be able to see those types of things. So we'll take those type of donations, and we plan to use it for like field trips. So in the fall, camp can be used as well. But monetary donations to help, facilitate that, even though we are, applying for grants as well. And then volunteer hours are always helpful. And let me go back to monetary donations for
Absolutely,
a second,
sure.
just because this is near and dear to my heart since I've been there. I've been there about 10 years. And if you donate to the annual campaign, you can send kids to camp. You can actually say, this is what I want my money to go to. And so
designated gifts. Right.
Exactly. And so that's a big deal, because there are some kids that never will ever experience that, and it's only because there's a financial block in front of them.
Gotcha.
And so it's like $150 to send a kid to camp for the week, or up to $225 if they're a non-member. Those are the price ranges. But if you could think about sending a kid to camp and they go the whole week and they're at a theme week and they're 52 acres, they're playing sports, they're learning, all of that kind of stuff. It's like, what better use of your money in terms of like getting a return that doesn't benefit you?
Just watching those kids, it was nuts when they were at Sandy Beach. And I guess you've got Sandy Beach, secret Sandy Beach, and super secret Sandy Beach. I'm not sure exactly how that all plays out, but I saw a lot more shells than I did sand. And the kids loved it. I mean, it was neat to watch them explore at the creek bank, and the counselors are there kind of explaining some things to them, so they're learning what's going on.
Right.
I thought that was just incredible. And your monetary donation, a designated gift, can make sure that a child experiences that for 1 week, along with everything else. I mean, they go home tired. They have to go home tired, just on the hiking alone.
Yes.
I mean, I went ahead and climbed Dead Man's Hill while I was there, which I hadn't done since I was 6. And wow, it still took it out of me.
No, you're not kidding.
Kind of went full circle there. I missed all the prime times where it would have been easy to get up there. And now they've got a rope. Holy cow, because it used to be you could grab all these roots. It was like a ladder of roots, and they're all gone. And now you've got this rope, so it's almost like, I don't know, like parkour day.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah, I keep talking every year that our annual campaign, our campaign for Camp Tycony should just be like, here's a cost-effective way to ensure your kids will be tired tonight.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's a selling point, I think, for parents too.
But there's a whole wish list of needs out there at Camp Tycony that our viewers could take advantage of, either through monetary donation or volunteering. If they got a church group or a service organization that wants a build day, these are the kind of things that are perfect for Camp Tycony, right?
Exactly. Yeah, we've appreciated the help that we've received so far. We're always open to it. We have a great staff, so anything that needs to be done, it's just an email away and we go out there. But the help is just like, it's incredible when you get a group of people that come out there, and they get to see it too. Sometimes they haven't been out there, but just when you get that extra 5 to 10 people that are hard workers, then you get so much more done. So volunteer hours are great for us. Monetary donations, if you're not designated, it still stays within Howard County. We're helping families either through camp or just general stuff. But this nature center is gonna be really cool too. We got a lot of plans for that, and like we're having right now, Taylor Schools is painting us the largest birds in the world. It's a backdrop, and so the kids can go up there and see what the wingspan is compared to the largest bird. So there's some interactive things like that, and we're excited to really debut that.
Great. So if they want to do these things to help out the YMCA, how do they get a hold of you to make these donations or these volunteering efforts?
Yeah. If you want to talk specifics to somebody, Nick Glover, our Chief Operating Officer, you could email him, nick.glover@kokomomymca.org, or you can just call and ask for him. And that would be a good way to really find out, hey, what are your specific needs? But other than that, if you just want to do a monetary donation, you can do that online. We have a donate or give tab on our website. There's a lot of information too on how that stuff works. Anybody can contact me too if you want. Just call 457-4447 and ask for Tony.
Okay.
And I'll walk them through it. But there's a lot of moving pieces, so a lot of us are willing to help. And if anybody gets to us, we'll make sure that it gets to the right hands.
One of the more immediate needs that I found out while I was there was they have life preservers so that the kids can do the canoeing, and apparently some rats got into the building where those life preservers were and nested, and so now you're in immediate need of some life vests and other flotation devices so that the kids can still experience the canoeing. So as you're seeing this, that's an urgent need that they'll need for the next 7 weeks. If you've got a couple laying around that are still in usable shape, or if you want to go to a local sporting goods store and get a few for them, they would love to have that right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good point. And that's just the cost of being out in nature. Sometimes those types of things happen.
Exactly. Yeah. Nothing you can do about it. It's just one of those things you have to plan for, and it's an easy way that somebody can jump right in and make a big difference in a kid's life right now. Same thing with the individual scholarships. Yes. So I encourage you all, if you haven't sent your child and you've got a couple weeks this summer that you have some availability, take a look at what they've got on offer. Get your kids signed up. I guarantee you it's a memory that they're going to hold the rest of their lives. Here I am, 53 years old, and I remember stuff when I was real young. I kind of miss that time,
Absolutely.
But I love that those memories stuck with me. I want those memories to stick with your child as well. So please give Camp Tycony and the YMCA a chance here, and give your child a chance to really grow and learn and create life memories. Is there anything else about the camp? I know that you guys do swimming a couple days a week where you bus them back to the YMCA downtown, right?
Yes.
So you're going to get some swimming instruction during that time as well?
Yeah, and we test with what's called Test Mark Protect, so we make sure we know what level the swimmers are, and that's a good time. It's a very loud time in the pool. I'm sure. But yeah, they like being bussed in. And just going back to what you said to kind of wrap it up, no matter what the activities are or the things, it's the kids are experiencing it, and they are making these lifelong memories. It becomes generational, where I went there, I want to send my kid there, and we've been doing it for 70 years now.
70. This is the 70th anniversary. So,
So we encourage, more than anything, we encourage people to send their kids to camp, because it's a great experience for them.
Very good. All right. Well, that's what we've got on for this week. Please take advantage of the YMCA and Camp Tycony. The YMCA is open 7 days a week, most weeks. There are some holiday closures, but it's a great resource. If you've not been there, definitely check that out. The membership is definitely worth it for you and your family. And then again, you get a discount when you go to Camp Tycony, which is just an added bonus there. So again, Tony Budenz, thank you so much for joining us here on The Lamp.
Yes.
Thank you everyone for watching. Just be good to each other.